Hello everybody, welcome back to BTD6. Today we're going to be doing the Elite Boss event. This week's boss is going to be rather interesting. It's going to be a thing, alright? The reason why I say this is because it's not going to be too hard. It's not going to be too bad. It's actually going to be fairly easy. But the issue is, you kind of already see the issue. Now I just want to restate that this issue gets worse. A lot worse. So as I'm farming here, I just want to say, last week, I made a video about the new Glaive Lord buffs. It's just, you know, they're buffing the Glaive Lord to the point where I think he doesn't really deserve the buffs at this point. He was really good as he is. You know, obviously with some buffs, but not to this extreme extent. And I released this video, right? And get this, right? And I don't know why, the algorithm just absolutely killed the video. It did not leave. It did not go anywhere. It was just dead in the water. Dead on release. Dead on arrival. Again, if you want to see that video, again, you don't have to. It's your life, really. But if you do want to see it, I'll link an iCard or something. YouTube really killed that video. and I still don't understand why. Why did I say this week is not really going to be all that bad? Well, I just want you to take a look at the map, right? We have all of this prime space for boat farming. We're essentially forced into boat farming this week with the extreme restrictions on the farming. Let's just say that there's going to be boat farming gaming happening. A lot of it. So we're approaching tier 1 here, and tier 1's going to be exactly the same as it is in basically every Lunarius week ever. Essentially what we're just going to do is we're going to sell these guys and then just go for 2 glaive people back here with this guy. It's, again, standard boss stuff, really. But I want to say, I do think that Ninja Kiwi is apologizing for the last 2 nearly impossible boss weeks we've had by simply just giving us a boss week that is very laid back. Something that that everybody can do, that is very relaxed, chill, something that's pretty easy. And I do appreciate their sentiment, because while I prefer the boss events, the elite ones, yeah, I do prefer some more variety, some more difficulty, but stuff that's not nearly fucking impossible, okay? I'm sure that everybody would agree with me on that sentiment. Like, I enjoy the elite boss events, you know, I enjoy how it's a challenge, but sometimes that challenge goes a little too far, and it gets to the point of near impossibility. So tier 1 goes down without a problem, really. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till the end of this round, obviously, and then I'm going to make money. That's all I'm going to say. I'm just going to make money. I'll meet you back at tier 2. So we're fast approaching tier 2 here, and I just want to say, as I said, we gon' make money. Not almost every single one of my merchantmen is in the radius of this farm here. Not the Simi farm. The whatever it's called, the Monkey City. So each one's gonna be making more money. And you see, this is when I said that things are gonna be a little bit harder this week, but not too bad. It's gonna be relatively easy. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the whatever it's called, the Balloon Solver. That's what it's called. I'm gonna get the Balloon Solver, and then that should be this entire tier. Again, standard boss stuff, really. Again, tier 2 goes down without a problem. Like, as I said, standard boss stuff, really. With the little amount of farms we have this week, a lot of people would expect that, you know, it wouldn't be wise to actually go for the farms. And that's where you would be wrong. While it is not necessarily the greatest idea, we can still go for a Monkeyopolis as well as 2 banana farms. And the reason why I do this is simply because it's better to have something rather than just relying purely on boat farming, simply because of the fact that it's a little bit of extra money. So we're going to put the banks. The banks are the most expensive one here, really. I'm going to go for the Monkeyopolis. Now, this is going to be a rare case where you're going to see me use banks. The reason why it's going to be a rare case, not only because we have Benjamin, but because farming is so limited, and these are the best of the best in terms of like actual farmability. So this is gonna be a rare case where you actually see me use the banks. As I said, we're gonna make money. and we're gonna make a lot of it. So here we go with tier 3, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get an Apex Plasma Master. Yeah, this is not gonna be too bad of a week. What now? Some people may be wondering, why do I have the subs here? Well, these are special tools that will help us later. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm just gonna stick him on strong, and he'll do his thing. Yeah, tier 3 goes down without any problem, really. I'm sure you're probably gonna be able to notice why I have the subs at this point. But if you don't, if you can't really realize it at this point, we're gonna be going for a sub Paragon today, and we're gonna situate him right here, and it's gonna be amazing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill the rest of the water, right, or the rest of these boats with merchantmen, and I don't know what I'm gonna do after that. I'm gonna be honest, but I'll meet you at tier 4. So tier 4 is here, right? And I did my calculations, right? That was a bit of a lag spike, but we're making nearly 100k a round simply just from the merchantmen. Like, it is ridiculous. But again, standard boss stuff, really. We're just gonna do this. I'm gonna try to collect as many pops as I can for these subs here, because the sub Paragon's really good. Ace Paragon's also really good, but we can pump a lot of money into him, especially with the amount of money we're making right now. I just want to note here, I do think that the Ninja Paragon is bugged at the current moment, because it does not matter what targeting I put him on, right? I'm cycling through the targeting right now, but you can see the little outline there. He is just purely focused on Bloonarius, because obviously the bomb will go right to the strongest balloon on screen. In this case, Bloonarius. I think he's bugged at the current moment, where all of his attacks, like he himself, is just set on strong permanently. I just wanted to mention this because I've noticed this at least 3 times now for when I've been doing bosses. So here we go, tier 5. Again, tier 5's not gonna be too bad, all things considered. Plus, Doomship got more of a generalized buff instead of literally it's just relying on the front of the, instead of relying on the front of the gun. Its damage is more centered around the actual attacks itself, so you know that's good. But I doubt Bloonarius is going to be an issue, even with the new Bloonarius buffs, because Bloonarius did get buff, as you can see. There's some gods back here, and they're not fun. But I don't think Bloonarius is going to be too bad, all things considered, even with this buff. Oh my god, the spewing though. Alright, here we go. This should be the end. Oh, and that's not the end. Never mind. Wait a minute. Hold on. No, that's the end. I will accept this apology for the time being, because back-to-back impossible boss weeks, that is a really good insta-monkey. If you did like this video, please make sure to comment, like, subscribe, all of that YouTuber stuff. I'm sure you know how these outros go by now. I'll see you next time.